and welcome to day 3 of this year's Vlogmas. It is December 8th today and I've just had a kind of late in the day shower. It was quite cold this morning. We had quite strong winds, so it was taking all the heat out of the house and it was too cold to be sitting around with wet hair. So it's almost lunchtime. I'll be getting some lunch in just a moment, and I just wanted to show you how I'm progressing with my Christmas cardigan. Last night I finished sleeve number one. Well, I almost finished sleeve number 1. I finished off the colour work yesterday morning, and then I knit the rest of the sleeve whilst watching TV last night. I started the cuff this morning whilst watching a bit of Vlogmas, and I just need to try it on and decide how long I want the cuff to be. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows so far. I don't want a long cuff, so I'll maybe do 1, maybe 2 more rows before I cast that off, and then I can pick up the sleeves for sleeve number 2. And I should have plenty of yarn to finish the colour work. There was a bit of a worry that I wouldn't, but I have this much left of one ball and I have maybe 2/3 of another ball, so I've got plenty to do that and finish the top of the cardigan too. I also cast on the toe of the second, I can't get my words out today, the second sock the second sock of my Cascade Heritage Holidays yarn sock that I put on hold because I'm going to run out of yarn. But I did cast on the second toe, and I'm now up to the part where I do the slip stitches on the ball of the foot. I've decided I'm just going to substitute in some other yarn. I'm not sure on this one. It's looking very bright on the viewfinder on my screen. It's not screaming orange red, but it is very much a red. And I have some Drops Flora in a soft green, which I think will work quite well in this, but I can only use that, well, I can use that if I want to do the whole of the ankle and the cuff in that if I want to. I'm just going to see how it goes. I'm going to add a stripe of this and then decide if I want to throw in a stripe of this before I do the cuff. Otherwise it's going to end up with a very long cuff on it. But it doesn't really matter quite what it looks like at the top, because once they're on my feet, either the ankle's going to be covered by trousers or leggings and you'll only see the foot part, or even if you can see the ankle, my feet are usually in slippers anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to finish this cuff this afternoon, and I'm going to maybe I'll pick up the stitches for the second sleeve. I'm not really looking forward to the slip stitches on this, but I do want them off the needles because I'm a bit tired of knitting Christmas socks now. I've knit too many pairs this year. I want them done, and I want both these things off the needles so that I can finish some other projects that also need to get off the needles before the start of the new year, preferably if possible. So I'm just going to get some leftover peanut noodles for my lunch. I made some peanut noodles yesterday for lunch and it was enough for 2 days. I'll try and remember to just record the recipe at my recipe folder. It's, well, I used linguine instead of egg noodles because that's all I had in the cupboard, but it's just got like broccoli and chickpeas and like a peanut sauce. I think it's got peanut butter and soy sauce, garlic, a few bits and pieces like that in it. So I will show that recipe when I go in the kitchen as well. So I'm not sure what else we're doing this afternoon. John finishes early on a Friday. It is Friday today, so we're planning on doing some cooking together later. I think we're going to make pizza, homemade pizza for tea, and we could do with baking some cake or something like that for the weekend as well. So we'll see where we go this afternoon.